Hi everyone. Hope everyone can hear me. Thank you for watching A Touch of Tarot. My name is Genevieve. This is totally unexpected. I'm just sorting through some cards. I'm back home and I was actually feeling quite nauseous today. So I've emailed you, a few of you back. Actually, I emailed a lot of people back today. But I wasn't able to send out readings, which we are still in the process of sending out to everyone. Anyhow, I was totally guided to come here, and I'm just gonna tune back in because there was a message, and the message is life is short. Okay, that's the message I got guided to come out here and actually talk about. And of course, I'm relating it to love. Other messages I heard, and sorry, let me just mention this is Milan, the sound healing, and I love listening to her music in the background because I think it opens our chakras to express this. But life is short is the message I got literally about an hour ago. And what it had to do with is about not being afraid to express yourself. If there's something you think you have to say to someone, or, it doesn't have to be just your masculine. Because I was going to use these cards and pull for my regular divine spread, but I was guided to do more for the feminine. So, literally, what the universe, I guess, wants you to know, or whoever you want to call it, wants you to know. And then I was looking for the Talk to Me Like I Love You cards, and I cannot find them. I know they're here. I have all my cards here, but I have so many cards and I can't find them. And they're all, wrapped up in elastics. So it wasn't meant to be. And then I saw this card, this deck, and I knew I was meant to grab this deck. And this deck is not always easy. This is not extra lovey. I actually don't even understand this deck besides intuitively. So we'll start with the message from here. And thank you for everyone that's on here. It's 1 a.m. here now. Normally it would be in Paris, it would be like 7 a.m. right now. My schedule, it's all different, but I'm hoping to get back. And I want to actually intend to pull this message for the 27th, for today. And we're going to do it for the divine feminine because that's what I was guided to pull for, though I usually use this layout. Oh, look what's at the bottom. Beautiful. Because there is love. And this was the part of the message too about, life is short, express love, but it's about loving yourself. And that is the honest truth. And that is really when you start getting everything you deserve. It really is the truth. And I take it. I don't know why I was guided to come here and tell you life is short. I guess we all need to hear that. I guess we all need to be reminded about that. Because life is short. And then even sometimes it's nice to express yourself just to get some clarity and maybe take another route. Not about letting someone go forever, anything like that, but maybe following a passion. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think you guys know it's a good idea. It's just what I'm picking up. And on the plane, they play this documentary, Elon Musk, maybe his name is. Well, he's sending, rockets to Mars, and he wants to create a whole, to extend civilization. He wants to make sure we can do that, go out there. But he's just driven by the fact that, isn't it cool that we can be in Mars and continuing our civilization? That's his passion, it seems like. He's a Cancerian too, because he said his birthday is June 28th. So I found that interesting. Driven by the people to do something for the people. Okay, and I think that that's a great thing that we should all do one way or another. So let's see, and for everyone that just joined or whatever, thank you so much. And yes, readings are still coming out. Oh, I'm not taking, not yet. These are really interesting. Oh my gosh. So it's so nice that the two that fell on the table. And I saw the tree and I'm like, no, since I'm going to put those away, I'm going to put this away. No. Wow. So the two that fell on the table, I don't even know what the two that didn't fall on the table. I wonder. It was dropping knowledge and consciousness, the ones that dropped. But the two that fell here are worth and love. And I think that's exactly what I'm just trying to say. But the cards can make it so much clearer, literally about following your passion and everything comes to you. And, you know, yeah, it's your person. I don't know how else to say it. This person here, we have this energy of this tree building a strong foundation. All these people are working on a certain task to get something done. And it's like putting the work in, putting the effort in, but it's not about one person. It's really about yourself, and your community is yourself. That's a reflection of you. But I'm talking about building your foundation. And then I'm seeing mushrooms. For me, mushrooms are about like, you can create whatever your wildest dream is. And literally what's coming up after that is love. It's the love card. So simple message right there. Let's begin with the reading. Okay. Make sure my cards are right. Yeah. So for the 27th, the message for you. Take cards, please. Wow. So for the divine feminines, this is definitely a message. Like, I'm guided to pull this for us today, okay? And we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, what we're starting off with over here. And you know, what this tells me is you know. There's something, first of all, that you know. It's within your heart. It has to do with your soul, like with the depths of your soul. What it could be next to anything. It could be about the fact that maybe you do have to take a step away from a situation and give yourself love. You can never deny this connection. I do feel like there's a strong connection here because we have the High Priestess and she sits in between, you know, the yin and the yang energy there. But beyond that, you're coming off so strong right from the beginning. This is about following your heart, and you know that there's something that you need to do right now. We have the Universe card, and one of my favorite cards in this deck, the Five of Wands. And the reason is, in the Four of Wands in this deck, you see two people on the opposite sides of this contraction. And, you know, they can't get to each other. So the Five of Wands for me shows them jumping off, taking those wands and trying to reconfigure them in a way that works. And this is exactly the energy I'm already picking up here. There's something that you know you have to do. And I do believe for many of you with the Queen of Cups, and she only has one bird on one side, the moon, it's bring closure to a situation the way it is. You know, with the Universe card here, and I'm asking for the message from the universe. So right off from the beginning, we're getting this message. And I say the universe because I don't know what you call it, from above, God, whoever you want to call. I just feel the universe embodies everything. So there's this energy of reconfiguration. Life is short, and that is the main message here. And the thing is, it's time to redo something, to fix something up. And with this Universe card, you can do anything you want right now. You're rebuilding this situation. You're figuring out how to make this work. You're extremely connected, and your heart is telling you there's something that it's time in regards to your connection, it's just time to turn around. Like there's a baby in this universal picture. There's also a pyramid. It's time to get very sacred with your beliefs. And you're not going to lose anyone. If anything, you're going to be extra strong. You're going to have a great time. This girl looks like she's in front of, maybe social media, whatever it may be, enjoying herself. At the bottom, we have the sun, and we're just beginning, okay? So I have because I reconfigured the questions here, but I love it. And here we have, play cards. It's just beautiful. Okay. Wow, this came out. Oh, wow. So here's a situation. You know that it is time to move forward with something, but you are hanging on, trying to fix it, or trying to do the same thing over and over again. But deep in your head, even for some of you, is what I'm picking up with this tower. Like, see how the smoke is up at the top? And with this Seven of Pentacles in this deck, I read this deck totally different than anyone. This is about someone that keeps on trying. See all those rings in the water? She keeps on trying. Ding, ding, ding. But it's like you're just blowing your head up, trying to figure this out. And once again, we have that Egyptian symbol. So I don't know why I'm bringing up Egypt. You notice I never do. Sacred lands, sacredness, something about being sacred, like honoring yourself. And it's not to down anyone. I feel here like you're coming into some power with the High Priestess and this Universe card. Like, look at her. She looks a bit like Medusa. And if you guys ever, the Quietest Revolution, I think her name is, she has I don't watch her regularly, but 2 years ago, when I first came on here, she had a Gemini video about Medusa. And if you watch it, I think it was during Halloween, and she was dressed up like Medusa, I believe. It tells you a lot about, she wasn't a bad woman, I guess you could say. It was the people coming to her that triggered the worst in her. When you really look at it in the long way. And they were actually just trying to get to her special, she had a unicorn in her. So I don't know. The story, it goes crazy. It's nuts. But they wanted to chop off her head. And when they chopped off her head, the unicorn came out. Maybe you guys know the story better than me. But that's how I look at it. So I feel you guys are coming into some power here. I'm not sure if you realize it yet, because I think you're feeling very overwhelmed and powerless. You want power. But for some of you, even the fact that there's, what looks like a little boy is saying, your energy going to your person, your special person, whoever this yin yang is. Why do I say yin yang? I'm not sure. I don't even know if they realize that it's like they have the power. You've basically bent over and given it to them. And I don't even think they asked for it, to be honest. I don't even think they asked for it. But they got the power right now. And it's like, I don't know how that goes. You're going to know how that goes. And there's something with you in your head. The tower's not coming down yet. That's why I'm not sure you really understand what's going to happen here. I think there's a lot of the feminines that are going to be just turning their life around one way or another, taking a chance. And I don't know why I have the message, life is short. That's why I was guided to come on here. I was really not feeling good today. And once I got that message and I started feeling better all of a sudden, and I had energy to come on here, I'm like, whoa, I had to come on here. And I could only find this deck I wanted to use, but this deck, I couldn't find the deck, the message from your masculine. It's not here. I don't know where. So, okay. I'm going to take that because that definitely resonates, but I'm going to get my question in my head first. Yeah, that totally. I love, and they're falling out really interesting. Oh, there's our Four of Wands. Wow. This happens sometimes when the cards all fall out like this. So that's definitely saying that first card was already in tune with my question. Wow, okay. So the thing is, when it comes to your feelings about romance and what you want, you do know what you want. Four of Wands. You want to complete old repetitive behaviors. You want peace of mind. But obviously, there's still an issue here. The cards are coming on their side. You have the Two of Swords here, peace of mind. There is no peace of mind, but you want this. But right now, for many of you, you don't have it because it's on the side. So this is like going to resonate with some people, obviously not everyone. And you know you want that Four of Wands, right? That's why I have a feeling for some of you, there may be a tower moment that happens in your head and you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to go do something else. And it's not about leaving anyone. It's actually about something that has to do with yourself, self-love. And I was talking about this before I did the reading. Because you do know what you want. You want Four of Wands. But remember, I told you two people on opposite sides, and they need to rebuild it. That's what's coming your way. Whatever you're going to do with this universe, high priestess, queen of cups energy, self-love energy, you're going to be rebuilding your future with your person. And you may actually be doing it all on your own, almost like, I guess, the power of knowing and not giving a damn. And you know, like, doesn't matter if you know this or not. It's happening very slowly, this whole situation that you want. Okay, this is the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince. Though he's honestly just reminding me of, you know, in every man, there's a little boy. In every woman, there's a little girl. He's literally reminding me of like a king slowly trying to make a move, but he's like showing up as a prince because he's scared to death to jump through that flame and, you know, be what he wants to truly be, an emperor. So you know what you want, but you have no peace of mind. It's just uneven. The Four of Wands, there's things that have to come down to get rebuilt. And it's friggin' moving at a snail's pace. Because you don't really, I think for many of you, maybe you're going to realize this is for the 27th, right? Maybe this is going to be like an awakening day for you. You're like, I'm just not going to bend over anymore. Because I don't think this person's asking for your power. I don't think they're trying to make you powerless. I think you're just so focused on, I don't know, something you're trying. And even the word on this card is failure. So you keep on trying the same thing. You just had enough. So you're just like, there's some sort of a switch here. There's a reason I'm guided to be here right now. So, near future actions. Okay, let's see what's coming out. Oh, it's interesting that went over there. I wonder if that's why this moment's going to happen. Near future actions. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just so like into this. So tomorrow, if this is for tomorrow or whenever this near future, there's going to be, I think, some judgment still in love. And we have the yin and yang symbol. We have the justice card in reverse. So there's still going to be some sort of disbalance in your thoughts when it comes to love. And it's definitely about your thoughts because this justice card in reverse puts the sword upright. Now, the wonderful thing about the other two cards that came out are the Six of Wands, victory, and the Eight of Cups, walking away, right? But the thing is, you're going to realize, and the two cards showing here are disappointment and worry. You're going to realize very soon that if you want victory, you're going to have to walk away from judging anything that happened between you and your person, between your soulmate, your yin and your yang. Look at that, black and white. I do feel, though, you'll probably carry this on for today, and you're going to come to a realization. You're going to have to, because either you want victory and happiness, or you want disappointment, 5 of Cups. And even underneath that, it's the 7 of Swords, and she just looks like it's your choice. You walk away from those type of energies of judging whatever happened in the past in your love life, of stressing about it. It's not balanced. The whole system here, it's not balanced right now. Look at, you guys are both in the same energetic aura, or whatever you want to call that, but one person has power and one person has none, because she has bowed down and over focused. So that's an issue. That's an issue. Okay, so your near future actions, you're going to realize that you have to either let it and forget it and do your thing, or be stuck in disappointment. Okay, near future results. I'm just trying to think of how a better way to word that. Yeah, tell us, whatever. Tell us. Oh, so I did pick it up like this. Okay, interesting. That's good. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like it. I'm so oh, good, happiness. So, as it was kind of already discussed here with the actions, you are going to walk away from the disappointment. 3 of Swords in reverse. Because for some of you, I mean, it's clearly the story, the shebang that we all know of someone dealing with a monkey business, third-party situation. Everything happened very slow, but this all happened for the perfect reason. Because when you guys get back together with your person, you're the High Priestess, Queen of Cups, the universe. That's really, really, really big. You literally will rebuild your foundation. The first card that came out, you will know your worth. You will put in the work, whatever it takes to grow that beautiful tree. And these are the 2 cards. This card is the love card, but at the bottom was this Chariot card, and it says play. This fun love comes back. It's restored because you're restored to balance. So, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. The results are literally, you drop the sorrow, you let it go because you have no choice unless you want to be stuck in despair. But if you want 6 of Wands, which is a feminine energy here, celebrating, if you want that, then yeah, you have to walk away. This is saying to some of you, maybe let him walk away right now if that's what he has to do. I really feel like this is going to be a beautiful turnaround. And furthermore, with the results, you're taking your power back and going after your dream. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune after that. So, huge turnaround. Huge turnaround. Oh, and wait, it gets better. At the bottom, happiness, 9 of Cups. And look at it's female. I love this deck of cards. This is the deck of cards I use for my divine spread. I think it's below in my link, but this is a different layout. I'm actually going to save this layout now with these messages for the feminines. My other spread is based on your other person, right? But this is for feminines today. Oh yeah, the last ones are the last message, okay? So that's it. What's the last message? Let's see. for this divine spread. I'm so appreciative of this. Wow. I'm going to pull one more, though I see the King of Pentacles here. Awesome. It's a little step up, still slow, but it's okay. It's groundedness. So final message, one more card. Well, we'll pull one more card after. Oh my gosh, and I stopped at the Ten of Cups. That's a beautiful Ten of Cups. Anyhow, the final message for you is you are going to achieve happiness with allowing cycles to close and finding peace of mind. You already know exactly what you want, but it's about doing something different. It's about going for your passion, and it's about loving yourself. It's almost about, even with the universe card, about involving yourself in your community or whatever that may mean to you in the universe. However you want to put it. Because that's what's going to bring something to you, is like following your passion. There's a science to this, and you're going to figure it out. There is a science to this. I mean, you can look at all these law of attraction. You should start studying it. There's a science to getting what you want, and it really does start with deep inside sending out that vibration of like just not negativity. First of all, let's just start there. And also having peace of mind is very important, but I understand sometimes for some of us, even myself included, it can be very difficult at times to settle your mind. It's a skill, and it's worth knowing. Okay? So when you get back to your happiness and how to get to your happiness, you're going to realize it's not even that difficult. Once you have a formula how to do something, you're good, really. So do I have, I wanted to pull, I brought this deck out. I wanted to pull one card from it. That's my divine spread reading. Let me just put a note here from my new divine spread reading. New feminine. I'll do that more regularly. I think that's really good. And I pulled this for the 27th energy. So, I mean, with the Tower card, it could literally be happening very soon. Universe, Wheel of Fortune, Lovers, Justice in reverse. So let's see what the one last message is here for the Divine Feminine. For the 27th of September. Well, I wonder. So no, these are some pretty smooth cards. Look at that. This one. We have the Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Take a look at those pictures and I'll get into that quickly. So you're there is really what it is, because a lot of times with the Nine of Wands, it's like there's 10% left or whatever it may be to you. Maybe it's 1% left. Like you're at 99%, ready to go paint that new picture, ready to go create that new canvas. And here we have the playing cards. Someone's about to have a lot of fun if they can just let go and let loose. And I'm telling you, it keeps on coming back. Look what it brings in. And the equilibrium. Like, I could go on forever. Equaling and balancing your life out and getting your mind off of like whatever this other stuff is brings this. And it keeps on coming out. Building your foundation brings love. I don't know if you realize or like who this is going to, maybe you're realizing now watching this, maybe this message is for someone for tomorrow. And then we have the Ace of Wands and like the Star card. It can just go on and on. The Nine of Wands is about someone that was hanging on to something so much that it was literally beating them up, probably from the inside out. And on the Nine of Wands, it often has someone with a headband. And I'm telling you, I feel like someone's head's exploding here. You know? It's about someone also ready to let go of whatever it is they're hanging on to. And I'm asking for the feminine energy today. We're always looking into the masculine. I couldn't find the masculine cards. The message is life is short. That's why I'm guided to come and pull these cards here. It's so weird. I'm just noticing the north, south, east, west. These are the cards from Paris, so they're French, but it's like north, south, east, zero, ground zero. You know? Fresh start. Equaling the yin and the yang. We have the sun and the moon. These are interesting cards. Equaling that out is important. With the yin and the yang here again. Look at that. I don't know why I keep on saying yin and yang, and it's everywhere. See, in the middle of the tree. So here's another tree energy. I said the yin and the yang for this love couple, and it's hidden in here some other places as well, including the high priestess. I don't know, just the black and the white, yin and the yang, I said. It's a big deal. Once you figure out the science to your own mental way of doing things, you're going to really be enjoying some time here. This is a 9 card. It could be September, but to be honest, I heard the next 9 months. The next 9 months could be very transformative. But clearly, this is what's needed for some people to reset and to rebuild. Doesn't mean it's, here's the other 9 card. Yeah, it doesn't, that's for sure something. I mean, I'm picking 9 months, but it could be about this month, big changes happening. Leading us into October. It's very possible too. But I think over the next, like, you don't just do these changes overnight in 1 month. This is a big deal. And it's going to be a lot of fun with all the play energy. Hi, everyone. So yes, I emailed a bunch of you back. I have so many readings to do. I wasn't feeling well, but I was guided to do this message, and I'm feeling way, like, honestly great now, which is wonderful. I plan on getting a whole bunch of readings done tomorrow, and also sending out readings from the Lock in Your Love. And also, Sylvia and I still have a special list of people to do, but we have to do it over Skype, but she'll be traveling tomorrow home. We both couldn't wait to come home. I'm so happy to be home. And I mean, my flight back just turned out to be so smooth, and I was just so happy about it. I walked to this bus station with all my bags, and I took the bus and, like, had to get help to get the train to the airport, but I got there, and then everything just went smooth, and I was just so grateful for it. You know, and I'll tell you an example of what happened to me on the plane. I sat next to a really lovely couple. The guy was Parisian and the girl was from Canada. So, you know, like a typical chick, you know, whatever. So anyhow, I noticed that they were very lovey-dovey, awesome, beautiful. But then I even started thinking to myself, like, is she a little too, I don't know. And then I'm like, well, who cares? She can do whatever she wants. But she was like jumping on him. I don't know. It's hard to explain. They had their, like, thing down, like they had their own little private couch there, and like, okay. And like whenever he'd walk off, she's grabbing, but never mind. So that kind of, I don't know. I got this vibe, but I'm like, whatever. Like, that's love. Like, she can do whatever she wants if he's not having a problem with it. So then I was hearing the conversation. And to be honest, she was talking about a lot of stuff and she went on for very long times about stuff that, explaining herself. And I noticed him yawning. And I said to myself, wow, like if my person ever starts yawning, I'm just going to shut up and kiss him and stop. Like, who cares about explaining myself about anything? So I'm like, okay. But then he told her, I'm going to reset my schedule by going to bed at 12 tonight, is what he said in his own way. And she was like, no, you can't do that. I have to go to bed early. And I just was thinking to myself, like, why can't he go to bed at 12 and you go to bed whenever you want? So I don't know why I'm bringing that up. Maybe it's just to point out, like, sometimes there's, first of all, you need to create those type of like not boundaries, but distance. If someone wants to go to bed whenever they want to go to bed, that's fine. Aren't you lucky that you get to wake up together? Hello. And I'm sitting next to them like, you don't know how good you have it, pick your battles. And I've always said that, like, pick and choose your arguments. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I don't know. I just noticed that. And I was just like, After that, I was like, well, I never had those type of conversations with my person, and I'm lucky. And seeing that, I realized like how lucky we actually have it. We don't have those type of conversations. Yeah. And I would never want to waste my time complaining that, you want to go to bed when you want to go to bed. Fine. I'm just so happy to wake up to you type of energy, I think, is more important. Sending love and light. Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, Sandra. I haven't been looking on here. Oh, I see there was someone. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. So this reading, I think, was absolutely amazing. I am going to get on the monthlies. I have a full day of readings tomorrow. Not live ones. I'm doing lives on Sundays. I'm catching up with all the booked readings and the recorded readings, but not tomorrow, the next day. Yeah, just I'm happy to be home. And I know Sylvia's going to be so happy to be home too. I love Paris so much and I want to be there. But when you know you're coming home, there comes a time when you're like, I just want to get home where my internet works and where I have all my cards to use, like my favorite cards in the world. Queen of Swords at the bottom. There I am. There we all are, taking our masks off, right? So having the strength. I can go on forever, guys. I'm just going to say good night, though. It's called conditioned love. It's supposed to be unconditional. Yeah. Yeah. And it just made me realize, like, how lucky I am. And, for all of us that don't do that anymore. Because I will say there would be a time when I was low vibrational years ago that I probably would have been like, no, we got to sleep at the same, like something silly like that. I'm sure there would be a time where I'd be like, oh, I want you to sleep beside me. Or, oh, like now I'm just like happy to wake up next to my person. That would be special. But yeah, so it was interesting the way I thought that they had the perfect thing. And the guy was really nice and friendly. And he was joking around, like, because I was joking around about some water spilled on him. And it's dirty water. I know, because I saw a dirty drop. And I'm like, don't look up because you're going to, like, get water in your eyes. And she was so, I don't know. It's like, he was a friendly person. And you don't want to dampen anyone's spirit or dampen anyone's light. You're going to help your person shine, but there has to be balance. That's probably why that story got brought up. There was a lack of balance because clearly he cared about her. He had good patience, but you can only put up with that for so long before you're like, oh my God, I can't even go to bed. I want to stay up and have a night alone watching whatever. And like, I can't even do that, But yeah, so thank you for everyone that's up and that joined me. I'm happy I got this out. So tomorrow I won't be on here. I'll be doing recorded readings. And also these monthlies. I'm loving the monthlies. I'm going to stick to the same deck I was using. It's an 8. It's the Divine Spread. but for the monthlies, but it's a total different deck. Normally, if you book my Divine Spread, this is the only deck I use. I love this deck for it, and it's 18 cards. So yeah, anyhow, bye everyone, and I guess this is a good way to go out, remembering you're going to have a lot of fun soon painting a new picture, a new canvas. Putting yourself first. I was wondering, where's the number 1? And the number 1 is her button. I'm like, why is there no 1 there? I was trying to make sense of it with the 0 here and all this stuff. And no, she has the number 1. It's her. She put herself first. Okay, guys, bye. This is just too good. Ciao for now. Yeah, me too. Bye, Sandra. Thank you so much.